Welcome to the repair shop,
Oh, my goodness.
where precious but faded keepsakes
That is proper crushed.
are restored to their former glory.
Zhuzhing. Zhuzhing.
Could I get finished now, please?
Yes.
A dream team of expert craftspeople
I'm absolutely chuffed to bits.
Fantastic.
Brilliant.
Yes, look at that.
using traditional techniques passed down the generations.
Perfecto.
It's almost magic.
Nothing better than a plan that works.
Restore irreplaceable treasures
It's perfect.
and unlock the stories they hold.
Happy teeth.
It feels more magical.
I just want to hug everybody.
First to arrive at the barn, Lewys Brill from southeast Wales. He is hoping instrument restorer Pete Woods can save a precious memento that means the world to him.
Hello.
Hiya, you all right?
I'm very good. How are you?
Yes, good, thank you.
So what you got wrapped up in there?
I've brought my grandfather's old cornet.
Wow. So that's your grandfather's, yeah?
Yes.
What was
yeah.
his name?
Keith.
Keith.
Yeah.
He's not with us anymore, is he?
No, unfortunately, he passed away on Boxing Day, just gone.
Sorry to hear.
No, it's all right.
So where did he get it from?
From the Salvation Army that he was with in Cwm,
Okay.
which is a Welsh valley just south of Eberville. He played it every Tuesday and Wednesday evening,
Yeah.
and then Sunday mornings and afternoons in the church. At the age of 10, he started to learn to play. So it's been with him for over 80 years.
80 years.
80 years, yeah.
Wow.
And then he was passed on to me.
So what was he like?
I think the simple way is to put it, he was my hero. When I was born, my mum and dad both worked full-time jobs, and my nan and grandpa took it upon themselves to raise me. He taught me how to play my cornet. I was around 5 when I first picked one up. I went as far as to learn until I was about the age of 10, and unfortunately, grandpa couldn't teach us anymore.
How come he couldn't teach you anymore? What happened?
He unfortunately fell on his arm and he broke it. He had an operation, he had a stroke on the operating table. The blood clot then caused him to have vascular dementia, and the dementia eventually took its toll.
Playing an instrument was a big part in your grandpa's life. So how did it affect him when he couldn't do it anymore?
It almost felt like he lost a bit of himself.
Yeah.
And it then became a big part of our lives then when it came to making sure that he heard it, especially in the later stages. We knew the one way to get a smile on his face was to play a brass band in the background.
Yeah.
And when we went to the funeral, all of it was played through a brass band. And we hoped that he heard it. And he was still smiling up there with us.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Grandad sounds like quite some character.
Yeah, definitely.
What would you like Pete to do?
I just want to make sure that it's what he had and almost bring back the colour to it. The instrument now itself has got a little bit of dents and nicks in it, and
Yeah.
that wouldn't be him. But yes, I'd like it to look nice.
I dare say when he used to go out playing with it, he used to get a good shine up, didn't he?
Yes, yeah, he'd be there for hours on end, and it'd be pristine.
Pristine, yeah.
Because he'd take good pride in just making sure that it was perfect. It brings back happy memories of just him filling the room with that beautiful sound. And what I'd do to hear that sound again.
Okay.
So I just want to get it to the place where I can play it and make him proud.
Well, we're going to do our best to get this
Thank you very much.
looking and sounding perfect.
Thank
Just
you.
the way you remember it. Thank you for bringing us in and telling us about your granddad.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
You take care
Nice.
now.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
I've had a good look at this instrument now. I think it was made early 1900s, which, when you consider the condition of it now, and it's 120 years old, possibly, it hasn't done bad. It's a good, solid instrument, but there's quite a few nasties on it. This cornet belonged to Lewis's grandfather, who seems to have been a great influence on his life. I know my granddad was a great influence on my life. He was a joiner, carpenter, and I suppose that's where my use of the hands comes in. Now looking at it, I've got quite a few dents in the bell section, a nasty fold there, which I've got to get rid of. Means I've got to take the bell actually off. Lewis said he wanted it to look like it was when his granddad had it. So really, we're going to have to re-silver plate it to get it all nice and bright and shiny. So the first thing to do is finish taking it apart and give it a good acid clean to get it all nice and clean inside.
This is then? What's it made of?
It looks like marble. Marble
Is it?
sculpture. Certainly very heavy.
It's very heavy.
The mystery object belongs to Maria Quevedo, and she's hoping the sculptural skills of Kirsten Ramsay can restore its beautiful curves.
Hello. How you doing?
I'm all right, thank you.
Now, I was just asking Kirsten if she could tell me what this is.
It's a sculpture that my mum made.
Oh,
She was
wow.
an artist
Yeah.
in Buenos Aires. I'm from Buenos Aires, Argentina.
OK. And what is it? What is it a sculpture of?
It's part of a triptych, so there are 3 pieces
Yeah.
in a wooden base, like this one.
Yeah.
There are different stages of something that's growing. I mean, this is like a seed or the beginning.
OK.
Then beginning to germinate, like something is coming out.
OK.
And then there is the third one that is like kind of winged thing.
Wow.
You know, if you say to her, what is this? She will go like, what do you think it is? What do you see? And she will say, that's what you see.
She sounds great.
So, what's Mum's name?
Betina.
Betina. So how did your mum make this?
She carved it. It took the 3 pieces around 2 years.
Whoa, 2 years?
Yeah. She was very proud of this piece, really proud. And the triptych is the last piece she finished.
OK.
Yeah, she was preparing a solo exhibition. She was beginning to be recognized. But I didn't. She passed away in 2003, January.
OK.
We were very close, we were really good friends. We traveled together, and she was quite young when I was born. She was 24. So, you know, as adults, in a way, we felt very close. And she would come to Europe, and we would go to museums to look at sculptures and talk about that. So we had a great time together.
Okay.
Yeah, my mum was a little bit crazy. And yeah, it was fun. It was good.
So how did this get broken?
I carried on visiting Argentina over the years.
Yeah.
And in a moment of madness, my sister-in-law went like, why don't you take a sculpture? And I went like, yeah, let's. We thought, just take it as hand luggage, because it was so heavy. I had to check it in transport as they threw the case around.
Yeah.
It clearly came off the base. I mean, the 2 screws here were inside the marble, but cannot go very deep because it can crack.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, all the bits that came off it, I think they're all from here. I don't think it's damaged anywhere else. And as these came off, it damaged the base.
So you must have felt devastated when you saw this.
I felt terrible. The first thing I did was call a friend of my mum. And she said, you know, your mum wasn't very good with bases, so it's not really your fault.
What a kind thing to say.
Yeah.
So kind.
Is it possible to show us how this sits onto the base?
Like that.
Wow.
So that's a lot of weight on a very small point, isn't it?
Yeah.
OK.
Well, that is a lot of weight. So what would you like Kirsten to do to this? You would like it to go back on... Wow, straight. Finger just points there. OK.
I want it on this. How you attach it, I don't care.
Okay.
as long as it's on the base.
As long as it's secure on the base.
I just want it in my house. It would be amazing to have this out and, of course, be connected to my mum and having her present.
So your mum would ask you what you saw in
Yes.
the artwork. And now when you look at it broken, what do you see?
I don't think I see much. I feel quite heartbroken that it's broken.
Yeah.
And I feel quite bad that it happened. I haven't got many things that belong to my mum, so I would love to have this in a visible place.
It's a piece of Argentina and a piece of your mum.
Yes, yeah.
It's going to be really lovely working with this. Leave it with me.
Thank you.
You take care now.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you very much.
Kirsten, that looks interesting.
Ah,
Look at
it is,
that.
isn't it?
It's all been hand carved. It's
Yeah.
lovely, isn't it?
It's very beautiful and it's incredibly heavy. It's got these two holes, so all of that weight was attached by those two little pins.
Yes. But that's literally what was holding it on the stand.
Absolutely. If you've got any thoughts about how I could re-seat it, this has got steel on the base, so it's quite heavy.
Does it fix in here as well?
I think it goes like this. Oh, wow, it actually rocks forward.
God, that's wanting to fall off. It needs another support, otherwise this is going to happen again.
I wonder if there's any way of having a bit of perspex or something that's going to help support it on either side, but isn't going to visually alter the way that this looks as a whole.
I think the best thing is if I can take the stand apart, get those studs out and try, see how much if I can drill those a tiny bit deeper.
OK, that sounds
That's
like
okay.
a plan. Yeah, amazing. Shall I take this for you?
Absolutely, I'll take this.
OK, lovely.
I'm sure we'll find a solution.
Yeah.
Brass master Pete already has a solution to remove the dents from the 20th century cornet using a time-honoured method.
It's quite a simple system. We've got a lot of different sized balls here. To start with, I've put a bracket on to hold it in shape, because working the metal, it can go out of shape, that bend. Terrible to put back. So it's nice and solid. We can start putting the ball down. We just pop them in and then pop the driver in. We've got to drive that ball round there now. There's quite a big dent in it, but slowly and gradually we're taking it out. It seems like a very painstaking way of doing it that takes ages, but it's just to sit there, grab yourself a cup of coffee, get on with it. When I had a good look at the belt, this one here had actually thinned down quite a bit and had a nasty fold in it. So what I decided to do was actually make a new piece. I've tapered this piece of brass, polished it up, all looks nice. It fits on there, absolutely perfect. The only problem is this one. Because the tube is getting thinner there as it tapers down, I've had to do it to the thickest part, but it leaves a great big gap. So we're going to shrink it a little bit so that it fits on this tube correctly. Now, shrink plate, it's a great tool. We use it a lot for musical instruments. If you haven't got a piece of brass tube, the diameter you want, you can hammer it through a slightly smaller hole and then it shrinks it down to the size that you need. some days you really get lucky. That's gone really nice. Now, the next thing to do is solder it up. So, we need a bit of heat, be airtight in no time at all. Quite happy with that. The main thing is it's airtight. So how we're going to try that is just to pour some water down there, fill it up with water. Water will usually penetrate almost anywhere. There's no little dribbles of water or anything coming out, so that's great. All I've got to do now, gradually work through the whole instrument, get it all polished up nice, and off to the platers.
Next to arrive, a furniture fix for a whole family of NHS heroes. Bill MacDonald, his wife Kate and daughter Fiona have travelled all the way from Glasgow to see wood restorer Will Kirk.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
How are we doing?
Hi. Very good, thanks.
Bless you.
Pretty good.
Hello. The whole family.
This must be your lovely desk.
Yes, that's it. Been with us a long time. Been in the family since 1986.
So how did you get the desk?
I was a student nurse at the time in a psychiatric hospital in Glasgow.
Okay.
And the school of nursing within the hospital was closing down. And so they sent out to staff, students, anyone said, there's a load of desks that are going to end up in a skip. So anybody wants one, please come and take one. Right in the corner, there was this beautiful desk sitting, and that's the one that I immediately fell in love with. And when I was studying for my finals, for my nursing exams, that's where I studied.
Right.
And then as the family grew, the kids, Fiona, and we've got a son, Lewis, they used it for homework. And then Kate was doing some studying, and it's always just been the base for...
You sound like a studying family, isn't it?
I know. Right. So have you been in the mental health side of the NHS then?
Yeah, for me, mental health nursing is about connecting with people.
Yeah.
It's about trying to understand what's important to that individual and then trying to empower them and enable them to be the best that they can be and to manage their condition as much as they can.
So is this something that goes through the family? So are you in the NHS?
I am. I'm an administrator, just retired.
Don't tell me you've gone into the NHS as well.
Yes, I'm in the NHS as well, yep.
Wow.
It can't escape it, it's all in the family. So I'm an occupational therapist, currently working in a community mental health team. Enjoy my job. It's so rewarding to be able to help people as well and be part of the NHS system as a whole.
What does the NHS mean to you guys?
For me, it's just something that's always been there for our family whenever we've needed it. And as someone who worked in the NHS, having the opportunity to support people when they were at their most vulnerable has really just been the biggest privilege of my life.
Something to be proud of, then.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
The best career ever.
So what exactly is wrong with the desk?
Apart from there's a few stains on the top, there's lots of kind of scratches. The drawers are a bit sticky, particularly that bottom one, and it's rubbed all the varnish off there.
It's just had a great life.
Yeah.
But, like us all, showing a wee bit of time.
Yeah. Who's going to have this desk when it's restored?
It will come back to my house to help me working from home as well. Yeah, just I need that kind of dedicated space for work.
And this is the desk?
Yes.
That's going to do that?
This is where I focus on work and then, have a different space to sort of switch off from work and sort of live life as well, yeah.
I'm with you. Well, guys, thank you for bringing this in. And you brought it to our family now.
Yeah.
From your family to ours, we're going to take care of it, OK?
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
We'll see you soon.
OK.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Now this is a great desk. You can see all the lovely figure in the wood. I'm not too sure what the top has been polished with. I think it's like a synthetic sort of varnish, because in areas you can see it's become quite brittle. It doesn't actually take a lot to scratch the surface. I can demonstrate here. Look at that. That is really, nearly straight back the top. That's incredibly brittle. Now, one other thing that Bill mentioned, the drawers were sticking, so I can sand those back and get some wax in there. From this angle, you can really see the difference in colour from the front of the drawers to the top. The top is really bleached out, so the first thing I need to do is to remove the varnish from the top surface so that I can stain it to match the front. I'm applying a really thick coat of paint stripper onto the surface now, and this should start lifting that old varnish off. I'm going to scrape off the old varnish and rinse and repeat, basically, until it's down to the bare wood.
Well, Lewis's cornet is really looking nice. It's back from the platers, the dents are out. Now we can start rebuilding it. We've got the valves here. So we'll just slot that in there, make sure it's all right. I've got to keep going on this tonight. It's getting a bit dark, it's getting a bit fresh. But Lewis is coming tomorrow to collect it. I want to make sure it's 100%, so it doesn't matter how long it takes, as long as we get the job done right. Ooh, they all start working like that, I'll be a happy man.
Dom is helping Kirsten by working out how to safely secure the 25-kilo stone sculpture onto its wooden base.
I love the idea that this sculpture's teetering and almost suspended and balanced in position like it's going to topple over. The artist has thought about how the sculpture's going to sit as much as actually doing the carving and creating it. So I don't want to change this drastically visually, but I want this to be nice and secure. First thing I'm going to do is unscrew this steel base, then hopefully these two pins will come out, then I can actually put slightly longer studs in. I'm putting an awful lot of force more inwards than twisting. Although I've got the perfect screwdriver for the job, you do have to... It's a bit of a workout. That went. Second step.
I'm now ready to start bonding these fragments onto the sculpture. I've chosen a polyester resin to do that. It gives a really nice transparent adhesive. This stone, it's got lots of different colours going through it. That's going to be really helpful to lose some of the restoration in that detail. So I've got this one just to go in here, and then I can start to fill the missing areas.
The stand for the sculpture is coming on really well. It's now back fixed onto its metal base. I've got all of the repairs done, and most importantly, the two studs that hold it in place I've actually replaced with slightly longer, slightly wider ones. But The nature of this sculpture means we've had to intervene and we've had to give it a little bit extra support just to make sure that it doesn't get damaged again. The solution is going to be this. That's going to screw onto the side of the stand. The sculpture will fit in contact exactly where it did before. Now I need to just bend these two ears around and they're going to just sort of cradle the sculpture and stop it from rocking back and forwards. I'm going to use a heat gun to warm up the acrylic, and then that will make it a bit more bendy. You can see it's starting to get a little bit soft. I want to get it just hot enough, but not too hot, that it melts and distorts. That is just the angle that I need. As the acrylic cools down, it should stay there, hopefully. Yes. Whew, there we go. That is exactly the angle that I need. I'm chuffed with that. That's perfect.
It's so incredible to think of the journey that this seed sculpture has been on, from Betina making it and it now coming to the UK. It'd be really lovely for Maria to be able to display this piece. It's just a beautiful thing. It's got a lovely surface and you just want to touch it. It's incredible, but it doesn't have a huge amount of strength. Dom is going to have to be very careful when he works around this area. Yeah, he's going to have to be quite careful.
Kirsten has done such an amazing job. You really can't tell where the damage was. Unfortunately, I now have to drill back in to what Kirsten's done. I'm going to use this really small rotary tool to get in the hole and try and open it out ever so slightly larger to try and get a better fixing, to make my new pins give us a nice solid fixing.
With expert care, Will's managed to take the top of the desk back to its bare bones.
I've lightly removed any minor scratches, so the top almost looks brand new. The base has a nice uniform dark chocolatey colour to it, so I need to try to replicate that with some stains so they both end up matching perfectly. If you tend to just go with the grain, it doesn't always fill up all those little pockets of the grain of the wood. So you kind of want to go in circular motions to really work it into all those little nooks and crannies. And then once you've done your circles, go back out into long lines following the grain of the wood, and then that helps to even it out. But that looks really good. Oh my gosh, I've actually surprised myself. I'm going to carry on the same technique to the rest of the desktop now. Bill and Kate mentioned the fact that the drawers were sticking, and they're not wrong. One of the causes could be too much weight in the drawers. Over time, it can start to wear down the wood. And where the runners are, all that sawdust and other bits and bobs start to almost grind together. It doesn't come out very smoothly. So I'm going to have to run some sandpaper along the inside there, and it should run a lot smoother. Once I've finished sanding these back, I'm going to add some wax in there, and that should really help all these jewels run perfectly.
Art meets engineering as Kirsten and Dom prepare for the nerve-wracking moment of reuniting the newly bolstered base and the heavy marble seed sculpture.
I've tried my best. I think it's a good solution, but what do you think?
This looks ingenious, fantastic. Nice bit of perspex. I love the
Cradle, sort of
Yeah.
arms holding it, yeah. Hopefully it will just drop in and be nice and secure.
Okay.
Should we have a go?
Yeah, should we do it?
Go on then, I'll come
Okay.
round. We have to be so careful now,
I
don't
know,
we?
tell me about it. Yeah, because obviously this is where the damage was.
I will be as careful as I
Yeah,
can be. I'll try.
I know. I think you'll have to help me with the weight of it as well, actually.
Okay, all right, come down gently. Oh, you know what? That's gone straight in.
Oh my goodness!
Literally, it fell in.
No way. Dom,
I'm-
you're a genius.
I am so chuffed with that.
Look at
That's
that.
perfect.
Fantastic, thank you.
Oh, good.
Look at that.
For Maria, this precious artwork serves as a tribute to the life and work of her beloved mother, but it was badly damaged during a bumpy flight from Argentina.
Hey, Maria.
Hi.
Hi. Come in.
Hi there.
Eyes straight to the table.
Yeah.
You excited?
I am. This represents a very happy period in my mum's life, you know, where she was being creative and was really happy doing it.
Your mum sounded amazing.
She was, it would have been her 75th birthday a couple of weeks ago. So, you know, she lives in me, in my thoughts. I talk to her, she's present. But I think just to have something tangible that I can touch and I can see, what can I say, would be really amazing.
Well, I hope you won't be disappointed with...
Oh God, I'm sure I won't be.
Do you want to have a look?
Yes,
Yeah?
please.
Go on,
yes.
All right.
Amazing. Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Because she will be so happy. I mean, so happy to know that it made it home, and I think also by breaking it, I put a bit of me in the
yourself?
history. Yes, and you.
I just love that you can't stop touching
No.
it. I mean, it makes it all... Yeah, it's just beautiful, really beautiful
Yeah.
to see.
She made this with her hands, right? Yeah. Her hands were here. Definitely a surface that she touched a lot, so I'm gonna put it somewhere where I can reach out and touch it from time to time. I just can't stop.
Just like this.
I'll be very careful with it from now on, I promise.
Well, don't worry, we will get it packaged up nice and safe for you and get it sent back home.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank
It's
you.
been a pleasure.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well done, well done.
I feel so happy about having it back because I missed it, because I know my mum made it, because she's in there. I think of all the work and the love she put into it, how important it was for her to create this piece. Already I feel like she's here with us, and, you know, to have her with me, with my son at home would be really amazing.
The desk that has served a whole family of NHS workers through study and beyond is scrubbed up rather well.
I'm applying the polish with a pad. Inside here, I've got some wadding, and the idea is that you sort of load this up with polish, and And when you're applying it to the surface, you get an even distribution of polish. Whereas sometimes brushing on with a brush, you can end up with brush marks. So this is the right tool for this job. Now, I know that Fiona was looking for an area at home that she can dedicate to her work. Not only is it a lovely desk to work on, but it's also a great symbol for her family's love of the NHS.
The MacDonald family have worked collectively in the NHS for over 65 years, and the desk that saw Bill, Kate and daughter Fiona through many years of dedicated study and hard work is ready for their examination.
Hello.
Hello.
Nice to see you all.
Lovely to see you too. Yeah,
Hi there.
Hello.
Very excited?
Can't wait to see what's under there.
Really?
Yeah. We've really missed it, haven't we?
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you like to see what I've done?
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
I'm frightened to touch it.
I know.
Oh, wow.
That's gorgeous.
That's incredible.
That looks brand new.
Oh, you're a magician. Can we open my drawer?
Yeah.
Oh, you can open it.
Yeah. Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice.
That's amazing.
It really is. I know.
Oh,
You can't see any of it.
It looks lovely. It's really nice.
Are you pleased?
So kind. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love it.
So what does the future hold for the desk?
I'm looking forward to actually having that space to separate work from home life, and then also to have the history behind it as well. It means so much. It really does.
That's what we wanted for it, to be able to give it to Fiona to carry on and keep that NHS tradition in our family going.
Yeah.
So we're immensely proud of what Fiona does as an occupational therapist, and
Thank you.
the desk will be there to witness that journey the way it's witnessed our journey through the NHS as well. So it's just fantastic. There's one other thing. That's my nursing badge as well, which I'm going to pop in for Fiona so that she can have that. So that will live, that'll live in the desk. That's the one that I got when I graduated.
Oh, you were going to bring that. Thank you. You don't have to do that.
No, that's yours.
Thank you. That was kind. That was kind.
Not at all.
I'm pleased that you're going to keep this going on for many more years to come.
We will.
Sure.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I'm going to get this shipped up to you.
Lovely. Thank you very
Have
much.
a safe trip back.
Bye.
Bye now. It's something that's followed me throughout my NHS career, so it really means a lot to our family. It's a really precious thing, and to see it restored like this has just been absolutely wonderful.
Instrument restorer Pete is giving the century-old cornet its final shine.
You're right, Pete. You're in your own little world there, aren't you?
I am, yeah. Junior come out in a minute.
I've made you a little stand. Hopefully it fits. Look at that.
That's just a job, isn't it?
Perfect.
For Lewis, this instrument is a poignant memento of his much-loved granddad, who taught him how to play.
Hi.
Hiya.
How's it going, Lewis? Come in, come in.
Thank you very much.
How are you feeling?
Excited. I can't wait to see what's underneath.
Do you want to have a look?
Yes, please, yeah.
Go on, Pete.
He's getting excited.
I am.
So am I.
Wow. I can just see it in his hands now. But my hands are where his hands would have been. It sounds silly, but I can almost feel him with it.
Doesn't sound silly at all. It really doesn't.
Just see him playing his heart out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's amazing. Thank you very much.
Now, Lewis, I know it looks the part, but we need to hear it.
Yeah, of course.
Did he teach you on this one?
He did, yeah. He taught me bits and bobs on this.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've played myself.
It's so nice to hear it.
Oh, wow, yes, thank you. I can't thank you enough for it.
You're so welcome. Having it restored now, will that inspire you to carry on playing?
Definitely, yeah. It will be used.
Yeah.
Even if it is me playing it quite poorly.
And we all start somewhere.
Practice makes perfect.
Exactly. Brilliant. It's all yours.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you so much. Right.
Enjoy
Bye.
it.
Thank you. Bye. To think that my hands and my mouth were exactly where Grandpa's would have been, it's just amazing feeling. That cornet symbolises everything he was. It's amazing to have that part of him back.